Good morning, natural gas. It's Thursday, March 26, 2026. I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. And for the spot April contract, we're currently trading at 296.6, 6.5, up 1.3 cents or 0.44%. As you can see, the RSI is going sideways. Option expiration is today. Storage is today, and futures are expiring tomorrow. Currently, right now, as you can see, we've kind of gone inside bars for the last 3 sessions. And why? Because we're option expiration today, and here are the options with the most open interest. The $3 strike, followed by 275, and of course, the 250, and then 275. But we got a lot of congestion between these strikes here. So it looks like we're gravitating toward the $3 strike for option expiration until we see storage. Storage expectations minus 43 for NGI, all the way out to minus 47 for natural gas fundies. And right now that compares to plus 33 for last year and minus 21 for the 5-year average. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. And as you can see, we're above the daily pivot, which came in today at 293.40. So as you can see, the RSI unfortunately is turning down. Our next resistance, 3.003. So let's see what storage brings us today in just about 25 minutes. Let's take a look at the front to back spreads, and they're widening out a little bit here. This is Jan versus the May contract. And as you can see right now, we're currently up 2.2 cents to 2.196 or 0.97%. The RSI is trying to turn positive here, which means a widening of this particular spread. Again, there is a premium for winter physical molecules. That's why these spreads are blowing out. And how about the Novi through March strip? Well, it's also up for the day, up 1.5 cents here to 4.334 or up 0.35%. The RSI is trying to turn higher. And as you can see, we bounced off our support level yesterday almost to the tick. It was just one tick off low yesterday, 4.207. Our support, 4.208. So we'll look for this to bounce a little bit here and then retest that support level and this upward trending line. What else is weighing on the market? Well, today in ERCOT, we've got renewables all the way up to about 58,000 megawatts here around 7 o'clock, I believe here, no, 5 o'clock. And of course, our expectations for the load today around 5 o'clock are around 66,000. So renewables, again, stealing market share from natural gas right at the peak of the day. And what else is going on? Well, this is the Strait of Hormuz. We've got some transit here. You get bulk carriers are going through the Strait of Hormuz. We still got congestion off of Abu Dhabi and of course Oman. And we've got clusters of LNG tankers waiting off Las Rafan. 1, 2, 3 clusters, about 10 LNG shipping, waiting for going back to the terminal, filling up, or at least getting the approval to go through the Strait of Hormuz. And let's take a look at the weather. And as you can see, it gets pretty warm here as we go through the forecast period. That heat dome is building in the desert Southwest, pushing 80s and 90s all the way up through the Midwest. As you can see right here, all the way toward the 31st and to the 1st of April. Gets very, very warm across the eastern seaboard again, finally getting a little bit of relief before winter starts knocking on its door one more time with some cooler temperatures late in the forecast period. But in general, it looks mild going forward. And here's that heat dome. Let's take a look at the temperature anomalies here. And as you can see, it builds out west here. These are 10 to 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. That cold air pushes it back out around the 28th, but then the heat builds back up again. And we've got this battle back and forth for the next few weeks for heat and cooler temperatures. It looks like the heat is winning this battle overall. As you can see right here, this is warm, warm temperatures finally up the East Coast all the way back to New England before that cooler temperature starts pushing it back out to sea. And then we get another push in the first week of April. Let's take a look at that heat risk. Well, again, it's building here in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, all the way back to St. Louis today, but it's still minor to moderate. And as we go through the forecast period, it's spotty, minor heat risk, some moderate around Los Angeles, but it's generally pushing out toward the east, following that heat dome. And here's Europe. And as you can see through the forecast period, it's fairly mild here. Come on, let's go. Push up the model here. Let's see if it will work today. Oh, unfortunately, it's showing that it's going to be fairly cool toward the end of the period, all the way back here to April the 9th. So a little bit of cooler weather in Europe. How about storage? 28.4% full across the EU. Germany and France around 22%. And of course, Netherlands, we've got the real pokey puppy here, 8%. So they're going to scramble here over the next 7 months to refill storage and get ready for winter. What is the EU going to do? Well, they're going to lower the threshold where you have to reach for the end of season, kind of just moving the goalposts. How about Asia? Well, unfortunately, it's just kind of mixed here as well. We're also locked up on this forecast model for some reason, but as you can see, it's fairly pushing back and forth between cooler temperatures and some warmer temperatures as we get all the way through April the 9th. It seems fairly warm. And here, talking about warmth in the Caribbean, it's very warm in the waters off of Cuba and Santo Domingo, Hispaniola, that's Haiti and Dominican Republic, and of course, Jamaica. These are 80-degree temperatures here, and this is the end of March. So we're going to keep a careful eye on it. Why? Because we're getting into El Nino conditions when we get into summer. As you can see here, we're in ENSO neutral conditions right now. We do start to see El Nino conditions start to dominate here in June, July, and August, and then continue to dominate as we get into winter. What does that mean for hurricanes? It means less hurricanes are expected. However, please note, Hurricane Michael and Andrew formed during El Nino years. Very, very bad hurricanes. So don't let your guard down. And here's a typical wintertime El Nino pattern. It's wet and cool across the south, which we could really use because we've been so dry during La Nina. And as you can see, it's warm in the Pacific Northwest and Alaska. And that polar jet stream just is pushing down toward the Great Lakes into New England and the mid-Atlantic states. Looks like that region doesn't get a break. And how about the stocks? These are stocks between $2 and $10 billion, have a high short float. And right now, as you can see, we're kind of just mixed right here. BKV is down 1.47%. The positive here, Northern Oil and Gas up 1.74%. So recapping again, today is storage expectations, -43 to -47. We also have option expiration, highest strike here, $3 on the put side. Currently trading $296.70, up 1.5 cents or 0.51%. RSI going sideways. Inside bars for the last 3 days. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.